I feel like it's very appropriate that we're also on a nugget couch. Hello everybody, welcome back, and this is probably a very strange title, but if you don't know, my day job, I work outside quite a bit and I deal with trees, and I know way too much about trees. I had this idea of what kind of gay are trees, and originally it was going to be a TikTok, but I know too much about trees. It's Pride Month, so we're going to make it a full video. I'm only qualified in one of these departments, which is trees. I am not so qualified in the department of gay, so that's why I brought you.
Hi, my name's Jack. I'm a professional gay. I am an ISA certified arborist, and I'm here to categorize trees for you.
Thank you. How long have you been a gay? Been a gay expert?
Oh gosh, I decided to become a gay when I was about 19.
Okay.
I thought,
it's time.
life needed to be a little bit more complicated. So I've definitely told people, so when I came out to my mom, here's how it went, and they'll say, oh, like when you were in like middle school. I'm like, no, I was an adult, and they're like, oh, you're this gay and it hasn't even been that long. Jesus. Yeah, so I feel pretty qualified to answer, any questions
You're definitely more
have.
qualified than me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can get through all of these trees. Alright, so we're going to go in alphabetical order of trees that are in the general Minnesota area. If you are like, hey, you missed this tree that is in this country that is on the other side of the world, I don't fucking know about that tree.
Yeah.
Starting off with arborvitae. I have no clue on this one.
It's trying so hard, and I think that's kind of what I want to go with here. I think arborvitae is the invisible bisexual.
Ooh, most people just assume heterosexuality.
Exactly.
on the arborvitae.
I for a long time assumed heterosexuality when I looked at arborvitae. I don't know. You probably have like 2.3 kids and a mortgage and
ash tree.
Ash. Oh.
I think of Ash as a butch lesbian.
Sturdy.
And like no
Except
nonsense.
like sometimes not, because if you don't know about emerald ash borer, the plague that's infesting our Midwestern cities, bug flies in the tree, the larvae eat the tree dies from the inside, and then the wind comes and then it goes snappy, snappy.
Butch lesbians when they go through a breakup.
Oh, no. Going down in flames.
Yeah. Normal butch lesbian.
Oh, no.
Butch lesbian after a breakup. Beach. I don't know if there's any other type of beach other than blue beach.
It has a lot of different
Is it
names.
also ironwood? Because I put ironwood
Some
on
people
there
call it
too.
ironwood.
Okay.
I'm confused. Whenever people talk about beech trees, I smile and I like act like I know what's going on, but I really don't.
I think I gotta go with like muscle gay.
Muscle gay.
Because like
veiny. They're very veiny.
Very
trees.
beefy.
Smooth. They wax. That makes sense.
That one's obvious. Okay.
Yeah.
All the people that say that they love birches are all women.
Okay.
I think
Sure.
paper birch is a bisexual woman, but river birch is a heterosexual woman.
I could see it.
Okay. Catalpa.
Catalpas.
You gave me strong opinions on Catalpa.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember what my opinions were.
You just said they were the most gay. I think Catalpas are femboys.
Okay.
Because like
Explain.
they can get very big.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's literally called big leaf catalpa, so everything about them, like, they have big leaves, they have big bean pods. But they also flower, which is, like, super cute.
Can we talk about how they're hollow inside? Catalpas are emotionally unavailable.
Cottonwood. Straight man.
Oh, God,
heterosexual man.
Okay, cottonwoods in this climate get giant. Their seed goes fucking everywhere.
Oh! I'm gonna die.
The gutters are full. I mean, I know we talked about ash trees being like fragile, but I still think of like just a riddled ash tree is still stronger than a cottonwood. Cottonwoods have no natural defenses. Their natural defense is just like exploding and dying.
An ash tree, when healthy, is sturdy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like if it's sick, it's not great, but that's because it's sick. A cottonwood, when it's healthy, is not sturdy.
I feel like normie people who don't know about trees no offense to any of you watching, they're like, oh wow, what a great tree, look how big that is. And I'm like, yeah, everyone's talking about how great cottonwoods are, and they're just not doing shit. They smell gross when you cut them open, just like straight men.
Alright, nice. Crabapple. That's a twink.
Yes.
That's the twinkiest of the twinks.
Yes.
When I was originally like talking about this as a TikTok idea to like one of my coworkers, and I was like, crabapple, twinks. And they're like, oh, yeah, absolutely, because like when they get old, they fall apart.
Oh no. I don't think we even need to elaborate that.
No, crabapple
makes sense.
It's a flowering tree.
Got really nice flowers in the spring.
But yeah, it's a mess if they get old. And they're just everywhere.
Elms.
Yeah, elms.
I think an elm is like a high femme lesbian.
Okay, I see it. Cause like elms.
Classic. I don't know why I'm imagining all high femme lesbians as being tall.
I was thinking like lawyer. Yeah, she's a lawyer.
Okay.
She divorced her first husband, and has been seeing a girl, and they got married after 1 year.
So, okay, gotcha. So kind of like a late in life lesbian sort of situation. Best
like
life.
She knew like the whole time, just like was having a hard time coming to terms with it, because like, you know, she's got this job. You know,
it's
she
a very
had this
stressful job.
Very stressful job.
Yeah.
And you know, that guy was there that whole time. And like was her rock for the time being, and she didn't want to let go of him as to like disappoint him, disappoint his family.
Is the guy another tree? Joyce is really like living her best life now. Ginkgo.
Easy, trans woman.
Yep. Canonically, ginkgos are trans women.
Yes. You can literally get a male ginkgo, and if you put it under stress, it transitions to a female ginkgo.
And like, good for her.
Yeah. The ginkgo is Joyce's wife now.
Yes. Perfect.
Canonically.
Perfect.
Hackberry.
Hackberries.
God, we have so many trees.
We have so many
And only
trees.
so many gays. Hackberry is like a newly bisexual woman that like just came out in college.
Perfect.
She's having a good time. The birds are loving her. Hackberries produce berries that birds love.
Yeah.
Hawthorn. That's basically a crabapple.
I feel like a hawthorn, I mean, so sometimes hawthorns have actual thorns. And I was just kind of leaning into the thorns part of it, so I think maybe like a real gothy. I had friends
like
in high school
like a very
this.
goth lesbian.
Yeah, I definitely had friends in high school like this.
She listens to Deftones. Honey Locust.
Honey Locust. I think a honey locust is a trans man.
Okay.
Because I too will get nectaria canker if you cut me before it rains. You know?
Yeah.
We can't get wet.
Juniper wants to be a tree.
Mm-hmm.
But is it?
I think a juniper is like that straight kid that you went to high school with who was like in the GSA because they were just like a super ally and they like weren't queer at all, but they were just really wanted to be, and like meanwhile you're just like closeted over here being like, you want to do this for fun? Yeah, I feel pretty good about juniper. Linden. They're so tender and soft.
Oh, they are.
And the structure is like not great. Like they're tender and soft, but they're not. I really am just like sexualizing the shit out of these trees. They are shaped like butt plugs.
They are shaped like butt plugs.
We both independently realized like the shape. They got a nice flared base.
Yep.
They're very safe. Okay.
I think that's just like a young Gen Z they them.
Yeah.
They are tender and weak.
Vulnerability is strength. Black locust. The flowers smell amazing. They were just blooming. Don't like climbing them because like they will impale you.
Oh,
but you know,
they have huge thorns.
Yeah. I'm like, you're pretty neat and all, but I respect your distance.
Yeah. Black locust and hawthorn are friends.
Yeah.
I think black locust is a goth trans woman.
Mm-hmm. Autumn blaze.
Autumn blaze maple.
Autumn blaze maple. I've seen so fucking many of these. Is there a gay that I have disdain for?
I was gonna say, like, autumn blaze is friends with the crabapple.
Yeah. They're a mess, and they don't know. And everyone is like, oh, they're so beautiful in the fall.
This is like a hot take, but like, autumn blaze is like a he-they, like a fashion-forward he-they.
Oh no.
Like, he's fabulous, but he's also a mess.
Yeah.
His roommates low-key hate him.
Yeah.
And he's best friends with Crabapple, and Crabapple just enables him.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's a toxic friendship.
Autumn Blaze uses, like, therapy language in their daily conversations.
Yes.
But, like, doesn't go to therapy. Autumn Blaze is like, therapy's for everyone except me because I don't have big enough problems to go to therapy. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty accurate read on Autumn Blaze. Norway Maple.
Old gay.
Old gay. They usually have cables in them. I don't know where we're gonna go with that. They have new hips.
Yep.
Steel cables.
They had to get a hip replacement. It's an old gay goth man because some of them have that purple look to them.
Yeah, they're kind of like a maroon leaf. Red maple.
Red maple. That's real basic.
Yeah.
I just want to say that's a bisexual man.
Yeah.
Just an average bisexual man.
Yep.
Nothing more to say about that.
Nothing more to say here. Moving on. Silver maple. Like an elder gay who, like, lives in a cabin in the woods.
Ooh, yes.
Like a hermit gay.
Yes.
I don't think there's really a gender that I associate with it.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right.
I think they do things for themselves. They have a truck, but they have a truck with, like, a bunch of, like, progressive stickers on it to, like, be like, I have a truck, but not like that, you know?
They're an older they them that lives alone in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
I support that.
Got some, like, chickens.
Yes.
Got some like,
they have a beautiful garden.
Low-key livestock.
Sugar maple. Like a country gay.
Like, they know when they need to say, like yes sir and yes ma'am in a restaurant, and they're like just like America's sweetheart, but like they are also super gay.
Is Sugar Maple closeted?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Which is like why I respect them even more, you know?
Oh, okay. Military gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and people love them because, like, you know, the troops.
They're serving their country. They are also serving their country.
Yeah, that's sugar maples right there. Mulberry.
Is mulberry a tree?
Yes, I say it's a tree.
Okay.
Mulberries are closeted trans men because when I was in college, I kind of look back on that time and I'm like, wow, I was just doing the most. I was doing the most, and in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. Mulberries will grow anywhere. Yeah. They do taste really good. They will stain the shit out of your hands, just like trans
in your
men.
sidewalk.
Okay, here's another reason that they're closeted trans men. They take a really long time to get leaves in the spring, and I feel like that's like, you know, I was going through puberty again when I was 24, so because it was so fun, I did it twice.
You know what I forgot to put on this list?
What?
Box elder.
Oh, yeah. Box elders
and mulberry are friends.
Yeah. Box elder and mulberry are friends. I think they're different levels of actualization of, like, the trans experience. They just grow in any direction they want to.
Most of the time, box elders are in, like, naturally wooded areas, and they're all, like, kind of competing against each other for sunlight.
Yeah.
So they end up, like, growing in all crazy directions. So you're saying that the mulberry had a less than supportive family, and the box elder had a more supportive family.
More supportive family, but I think, like, not counteracting the fact that, like, the world really hates trans people. So, like, even with the most support possible, there are other things that are going to make your experience very difficult. But they're just fucking doing it. Bur oaks.
Bear. That's a bear.
100%. Big and sturdy.
All of the oaks are friends with each other.
Yeah.
Are all the oaks just bears at different stages of life?
Just like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Bur oak is like the Blastoise.
Yeah. I think squirrel is the white oak. War turtle is the red oak.
Yeah. This isn't how oaks work, just so you know.
No, it's not.
How it works.
They're different.
Jack pine.
I think jack pine are cool.
Thanks. Jack pine require fires to open their cones. They have cones called serotinous cones. Like,
they're rock hard.
Yeah. Like, if you dropped one, like, out a window on somebody walking on the sidewalk, it could hurt them really badly. It is a literal rock. And then they don't open unless there's a fire.
That's a drag queen.
Yeah.
That's a drag queen reveal.
Yep. Bam!
Austrian and red look exactly the same to me. Austrian pine around here is more common.
Yeah, they're like a landscape tree a lot of the time, and it's too wet here for them. I've seen them in Switzerland, closer to where they came from, and they're super healthy and look great. I don't know. We all have like that one friend who moved to Europe after they finished school, and then they just kind of stayed there. And you're like, I miss you, and sometimes I want that for myself. I just want to like fucking move to like Sweden and have just like a beautiful life, but then I wouldn't see like my community and my family and my friends. Yeah. That's just my own existential drama.
With that story in mind, is it a cottagecore lesbian?
Yes. Ponderosa pine.
I don't know enough about ponderosa pine, to be honest.
I think this is a ponderosa pine.
Well, you must know more about it than me.
I told them to make it a white pine. They smell like butterscotch, though, so I feel like that's worth mentioning. That's like the gay that they typically feature on Great British Bake Off.
Oh, the one.
You know?
Okay.
They bake things. So, like butterscotch. Okay. A very, like, domestic gay.
He's been married to his husband for, like 8 years, which is that's like a whole lifetime.
They've been together for 20, but they've been married for 8 years.
Scotch pine. I had a professor call them highway trees because you can ID it from the highway. That's how identifiable they are.
Okay, so they're like someone who like
they're a beacon.
I'm in a Target. This Target employee who I asked to help me was like a visibly trans person working in Target, and I don't know if I'm visibly trans. I can be, but I don't know if I'm default.
You can literally wear a t-shirt.
I am visibly trans. A visibly queer person in a normie space where I can see someone and be like, you. And like, then I try to be like, us.
Scotch pine and linden are friends. Because linden is the Gen Z, they, them. Honestly, they're probably coworkers.
Yeah, they're coworkers.
Yeah, they're coworkers.
Linden started later, but they're like learning from Scotch pine.
Oh, yes. Scotch pine is like a they, them in their like mid-20s, and linden is a they, them in like their late teens to early 20s.
Yeah. Scotch pine is like one of my friends when they were in their mid-20s and were like a manager at Starbucks and had been a manager at Starbucks.
Starbucks has the gayest employees.
Yes. White pine.
This is also one of the trees that I thought of when making this TikTok originally.
Okay.
My brain goes elder lesbian. Yes. She has long gray hair. She's really into essential oils and tarot card readings. Yeah. She'll never have kids.
Nope. That's just not her path. She's like a little more woo-woo than you're comfortable with, but it's like, it's harmless, so it's not concerning.
She would never wear dreads. She would never do something like that.
Nope, she would never do something like that. Colorado blue spruce.
Oh my god. That is a heterosexual man.
She means heterosexual cis man.
Yeah. I'm dating one. For a long time, too. It's been 5 years.
Wonderful.
And I fucking hate Colorado blue spruce. It's specifically here in Minnesota. If they're in Colorado, they're cool out there. They do so much better.
Straight men do better in Colorado. Colorado blue spruce have like a lot of unexamined privilege.
Nothing has done more physical damage to me than Colorado blue spruce.
That's true. I've seen like when you like were crawling around and like you were like,
my knees were swollen red because I think spider mites were living in the needles underneath them. And they kept eating away at my knees and they were swollen for days.
They can't do anything on their own.
They need a lot of assistance.
And like if they're
doing
pampering well, they're like, fucking look at me. And everyone's like, that. What a nice tree.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
Everyone says, what a nice pine tree.
Exactly.
What a beautiful pine tree.
Everybody loves Colorado blue spruce because they're blue. They're different. You know?
They're shiny.
Norway spruce
is a bisexual cis man.
Okay. I was going to say it's either an ally man or bisexual.
Oh,
man.
I like Ally Man.
Peter's a Norway spruce.
Oh, bless him. And they just do really well here. They're aware of and leverage the patriarchy to help people who are disadvantaged by the patriarchy, which is everyone. Let's be clear. That's great. Now I want one.
A Norway spruce?
I don't have room for more trees in my yard. I gotta cut some down first. I don't know what a white spruce is. I couldn't tell you.
They have the tiny cones.
Okay. I'm really bad at spruce ID.
They always look really scraggly to me.
Okay.
And they're supposed to be the better of the spruces. Like they Colorado
they do
blue
better.
is the worst. Norway is the best. White is supposed to be like in between there.
Interesting.
But they always look so scraggly to me.
They're like the cis straight men who are like not overtly terrible.
Do you know about like Gen Z's obsession with like line cook men?
No.
Oh, it's like
what are the kids up to these days?
Like imagine like a line cook.
Aggressive tattoos, only knows how to make
like
four
a
things.
rat in human form.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That's a white spruce.
Yeah. They smoke a lot.
They smoke, yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Tamarack.
I always refer to tamaracks as the platypus of the tree world because it's a conifer that loses its needles every year.
I think tamaracks are like really like gender fluid.
Oh, I love that.
Like, and fluid as in like brave enough to like constantly be like, this is what's working for me right now, and just like fucking go for it. I met a tamarack at
Tamarack also works at that Target.
Yes, I've met so many of these people. So that's tamaracks.
I love that.
If you see them in the winter, you might think that they're dead. And I think in Minnesota that tracks.
Yes.
Walnut.
I think we gotta incorporate something about the fact that like the walnuts acidify the soil underneath them.
Yeah, they make the environment around them hostile for other plants.
Like very vocal activist gay.
They will not stand for being treated as less than. Mm-hmm. They just won't.
Very, very politically active gay.
Yeah. Do we want to move on to Willow?
Willow is also an elder lesbian.
I think Willow is too woo-woo. Like,
oh, she has dreads.
Woo-woo is like a white elder lesbian with dreads.
Oh no.
And she works at the co-op.
And it's uncomfortable for everybody.
Yeah.
I go to the co-op. There's like one older woman who dyes her hair bright pink. I love her.
I know all of these.
She is white pine. Willow is one of the customers there.
She's filling up her water from the tank.
The alkaline water, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Fluoride is like ruining us.
I feel like this also tracks because white pines are really sturdy. Like they're very healthy trees, as I found. Willows are not.
No.
They are rotting on the inside.
Right. Willows are like if you point out like anything about like why what they're doing is fucked up, they like just
crumble.
They're like white woman tears like in a tree.
God. Is Willow J.K. Rowling? Yes. Oh my god.
But like in like 20 years.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling will have dreads in 20 years.
Oh my god. She smells like deodorant, natural deodorant that does not work.
She's unironically Hindu. She decided to be Hindu. Okay, so like I have to confess that like if my life had gone a slightly different way as a young person, I think I would be on track to becoming Willow.
I'm so glad you're a trans man instead.
Me too.
You know, we forgot Sycamore.
We did forget Sycamore, yeah. Sycamore is real gay, everybody.
Yeah.
Sycamore also irritates your respiratory system. Sycamore smokes a lot. No, they smoke a lot of weed.
They roll their own blunts.
Yes, they roll their own blunts. So it's like a lot. It's a very pungent smell. They also, the bark is really interesting looking. It kind of looks like camouflage. I was kind of thinking like a crust punk woman.
That's,
you know,
I think that's because that's a little bit more like
it's a little
offensive,
more aggressive. I'm thinking like a denim vest
patchwork
with lots of patches.
Okay.
Wearing a lot of clothes even when it's hot out. everything they wear is black.
She's the younger version of Hawthorne and Black Locust.
The Charmander of
Yeah.
Hawthorne and Black Locust.
She's I think Hawthorne, well, just because Hawthorns are smaller,
Mm-hmm.
I envision that as the Charmander. And then
Yeah.
Charmeleon also is just like a punk teenager.
Yeah.
Sycamore is the Charmeleon. Black Locust is the Charizard.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's all of them.
Yeah. I think we pretty much covered it.
I'm so scared to see how long this video has become.
Amazing.
My brain is fried with both trees and gay stereotypes.
Taking a walk with my dog next time is gonna be like really distracting.
Because you're gonna be thinking.
Pushing my stroller with my kid in it, trying to make sure my dog doesn't like eat like ribs he finds on the ground, and I'm gonna be like trying to figure out what the trees around me are. I'll just probably be processing it out loud to my kid, who like will not think it makes
no
any
idea
damn
what's
sense.
going on.
Yeah,
She's very small.
because like
We're getting real hot in this room.
It's warm.
It's currently 82 in here.
It's
Happy
wet.
Pride Month. It's June now.
Happy Pride. Well,
Thanks for watching.
thank you everybody.
Like the video. Comment.
What kind of tree are you?
Yeah, what kind of tree? Which one of these trees are you? I don't know if I have. Actually, no, I do have a lot of gay people in my audience, but they all hate me because I did a video on drag queens, and apparently I have bad opinions about drag queens.
Oh no.
Yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Comment that you love seeing Jack in this video.
Hi. I thrive on admiration.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. That was great. That was delightful.